If you're curious to find out what I picked up during the Sephora Holiday Bonus Sale, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and yes, we are going to talk about what I picked up during the Sephora Bonus Sale, Holiday Bonus Sale. Now, I have to say, I'm not sure what exactly that means. Does it mean they're going to have another 20% off event? I'm not sure. But as I mentioned in my recommendations video, I will put that one right there. I want to make sure that I reiterate what I said, which is that 20% is nothing. It's not much of a discount. And as a matter of fact, there are better discounts on products at Sephora throughout the year. If you look at the weekly wows and you look at the sales section, some surprising things pop into the sales section from time to time. Further, when you are doing the 20% off sale events, don't forget to look at the sales section because, again, some surprising products sometimes pop into the sales section. Now, some of the things I'm going to show you may not be your cup of tea, but there are some things that do pop up that can be surprising. And there were a few, at least for me, that I was super happy to be able to include. They were already discounted, and then you got another 20% off of that. That starts being appealing to me. I have all of the items right here to talk about, and I also have the totals, so I will let you know exactly how much I spent afterwards. There is also something that I said I was going to pick up that I didn't, and I have a substitute, and I will talk about that as well. And I'm going to say a couple of unexpected items did end up coming home with me during the sale, and I was opportunistic, and I don't think I had too many knee-jerk reactions, but there are a couple of products in here that I know I don't need, but that I had a strong pull towards, and I'll get into those as well. First, let's talk about the products that I was planning on picking up. I did mention that I was planning on picking up the Ciaté Mini Mani Month for this holiday season. I do have the one for 2018, and I could not resist this one for 2020. Ciaté is what I'm wearing on my nails right now today. I was very impressed with the quality of the minis and the full size that I got in this year's, well, I guess 2018 Advent calendar. I used them the next year, and I did want to continue on with the monthly reveals of the mini manis every month in the next year. So I am ready and good to go. And it is a typical Advent calendar, and I don't want to blind you too much, but you've got all the doors here. And I'm really quite pleased. And what I like about the Advent calendars for nail polish is that it is virtually impossible for me to get through a full size unless it's a base and top coat. And in this case, it's all minis. They're all between 5 and 7 mil, and I've got one size that is the full 15 mil, which is usually a topper. Good, because toppers you can put over all sorts of different colors. And as a matter of fact, I have a topper on this one here. This is the full-size topper that's on this one. I'm a big fan, and I decided not to pick up any of the Sephora minis, although they are a strong recommendation from me that the sets of minis are a good value, and they're so cute. The aesthetics of the mini is beautiful, and when they're on the 20% off, they're $5.50, I think, which is not a bad amount. So anyway, I'll stop gushing on those. Just to say that the Mini Mani, out of everything that was available at the sale, that was the #1 product. And as a matter of fact, in the wee hours of the first day of the sale, I bought it. Done. Now let's talk about what it is that I did not pick up. I did not pick up any lip sets that I was considering because I just determined I have too many lip products. But, more on that later. But what I did plan on picking up was the Anastasia set that has the Brow Wiz. And then I remembered that the Urban Decay, what's it called? Brow Beater was on for 2 for 1. And what I told myself was if I bought the brow beater, that I would forego the Anastasia kit because I have enough brow gel from I have a couple of backups from Tarte. So I really am pretty much good for brow products. So because I have 2 of these, I couldn't justify bringing another micro pencil into my collection. I should really work through these. I just finished my Brow Wiz from Anastasia. I'm almost through. Couple more uses. What I have in my brow right now is the Sephora Midnight Brown micro pencil. I've got 1 more use of that, maybe 2, and then I'm getting into this one and also finishing up the Morphe that I have. So I have a lot of pencils. I don't need more. But I did pick up a product that was on for half off, and I had been eyeing this product in the sale section, and then when it was 20% off on top of it, it just became a bargain. I got this for $18 Canadian, less 20%. And this is cool. It comes with a step-by-step on how to fill in your brows. That's cool. Here is what it looks like. It is a Makeup Forever brow kit. And if you're familiar with this size of compact for brows on this channel, I have one from XOXO that I'm very happy with. What I liked about this one, and it's the same kind of design, there's a mirror on one side, it comes with a brush on one side, spoolie on the other. And what I like about this one is that it has a brow highlighter, it has a wax, and then 3 different tones. In the XOXO, I have 2 to choose from, but I am changing my hair color over the next year to 2 years. It's a very gradual process. I'm heading toward blonde with lots of different colors of highlight. That's where I'm going. And so I want to be able to progress my brows as I change color, my hair color. So I'm going to be focusing on the XOXO palette that I have, and then morphing or moving over to this palette eventually. Not only do I like these types of palettes very, very much, but these powders take forever to use up. I feel I have a lot of control. I feel it's less wasteful because I refill these palettes compared to the pencils that I just feel like we use so little product and then we throw away. I go through them so fast, and I have a lot of brows. I get it. But still, for me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This can last me a couple of years, whereas those pencils last me, if I'm lucky, a couple of months. So I felt like this was a very practical purchase, and I'm really excited to try another little brow box comparable to my XOXO palette. Now this set was one of the last things I purchased during the sale. I made 1 to 2 item purchases almost every day, really thinking about it each time, so I didn't just fill up my cart and then be done with it. So like I said, one of the last purchases, and it's the, I opened it upside down. It's the Glam Glow and Becca We Know Glow highlighter and mask. And this particular one was $25. And that's the sale price before the 20%. And it comes with a heavily weighted Glam Glow jar of, it's called the Gravity Mud Firming Treatment Mask. And this is going to be going to a friend of mine, Stephanie, in Ireland, because I don't use firming masks. So I'm hoping that she can enjoy trying it out. So the reason I bought the duo, then you can deduce, is for the highlighter. And this is the highlighter that I wanted, and I really considered it before the sale, and when the sale came on, I thought I'm going to get it. Especially since I compared it online on Temptalia to the Spanish Rose that was a limited edition highlighter from, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. It looks very, very similar, and this one is called Rosé Glow, and it is a mini. And so you can say I paid 25 Canadian less 20% for a mini, but it's just the color that drew me in. And a highlighter lasts forever. I know that it will take me years to get through it, and therefore to me the fact that it was a mini was, I don't care. And I thought about it for long enough. I thought about it months before when I first saw it. It has kind of been on my mind since. I just feel like when you have something on your mind like that for that long, it's probably a good indication that you are going to enjoy it in your collection. And the limited edition color packaging I'm really enjoying as well. So for me, even though I'm not going to use the firming mask, I'm giving that to a friend, I still feel like I did okay as far as the cost of this one of 25 less 20%. Now for a few unexpected items that some of you may or may not agree with, and too bad, it's my money and I'll do what I want with it. I'm just going to say that. I picked up, and this is really hard to open. I had to go into the kitchen to go get a knife to open this little box. It is a, what's it called? Alchemist holographic transformer. And yes, the box is holographic, but that's about it as far as the holographic nature of the product. And it's a single. You may have seen these, but this is not one that was in the 4 or 5 pan palette. This is an extra, and it is a teal color from the Kat Von D collection. And let me just give you a swatch. And the reason I was interested in it was because it's teal, and I don't have a teal version of this type of highlighter. And it was very interesting to me for 2 reasons. I don't have a teal, number 1. And number 2, I want to compare it to the Clionadh Aftershock highlighters. And getting one of these is going to let me do that. So I'm adding a new color to my collection. And I get to compare and contrast it with the Clionadh Aftershock shadows, as I mentioned. So be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a video on it. Just out of curiosity, I've been really impressed with the Clionadh product and just wondering how it compares to a major brand. So again, I'll just show you one more time. So that drove the purchase, and this was $9 before the discount. And speaking of Kat Von D, I did pick up one more of her items. And this is what I picked up. This is the Metal Matte, and it's been in the sale section for a long time. I think for a while it was on for the low 30s, and it was never good enough for me because I was only interested in a couple of shadows in here. And so finally it came on for 21 Canadian, and then that was before the discount. So I'm very happy to have paid in the teens for this. There is a mirror, and it comes with 5 mattes and then 5 of these shadows here. And I was mostly interested in this set down here and with Thunderstruck at the top here. So when you consider that I was interested in these shadows, I wasn't interested in paying a huge premium for all of the other ones. Am I going to try all the other ones? Sure. But the real ones that I was curious about were Raw Power and Velvet, and then Thunderstruck. So to me, this is a decent price for the value that I expect to get from this palette. And I know that some people like to see this. So matte and metal. It's just neat to see how she manages to flip things around. No matter what we think of the company or the person behind a brand, I'm more interested about the powders and creams that I'm using. So it is going to be, hopefully, a good addition to my collection. And the mattes in here are going to be a big help in using the 10th anniversary palette. Next up, I have 3 products from Stellar Beauty. And Stellar, I'm very excited. I don't know if it's Stellar Beauty or Stellar, but anyway, let's call it Stellar because that's what's on the box. I picked up a couple of these. Now that's going to be really weird. Why did you pick up 2 minis, Hélène? Because each mini here is 4 grams and was $9.50 each. But if I picked up 8-gram product, the larger size, it was $20 each. Well, buying 2 minis was cheaper, and minis are usually more expensive, you know, gram for gram. So anyway, I picked up 2. Let me show you what it looks like. And this is called a Cosmic Face Powder. The container looks like this, and I'm really excited to be trying another Canadian product. I have a number of powders from Canadian sources, Mercier, Cover FX. I'm missing one, but there's another one. Anyway, I'm very happy to try another powder product. And if you see, it's kind of has a little bit of a pinky look to it. Pink, almost like pinky peach, maybe a tiny hint of purple. And it's called Haze for a reason. It's kind of has a blurring effect. And so I have 2 of these. And like I said, 4 grams each. And it was $9.50 each before discount. So very happy with this purchase. When I saw it go into the sales section, I went, oh, super, super happy. And the same goes for these guys. So this one, the first one of the 2 full size is Aurora. And it's called the Cosmic Face Luster. Oh, and these are even made in Canada, which just makes me that much happier. So here is the first one called Aurora. 7.1 grams on this one. And it comes with a puff. And hopefully you can see the color not too badly. Maybe this side is better. But it's supposed to give you a nice glowy effect on the skin. Okay, so here, let me just read the description. It's an innovative hybrid technology that results in a sumptuous veil of luminescence with all the perfecting artistry of the original stellar cosmic face powder. It's finely milled to subtly glow with a hint of lustrous radiance that literally refines skin. It suggests use a large brush and buff out on face, neck, and décolleté. Very, very curious to try that one. And now this one is, again, a Cosmic Face Powder, and I got it in Glow, 01 Glow. And these were $20 each. And this is 8 grams. And what does this one say? Okay, and this one is not, it says glow, but it's not the kind of illuminator that the other one is. This one says, a picture perfect finish, pat on forehead, cheeks, and chin with the powder puff and buff with a large brush for flawless effect. So again, powder puff, and you can see the color here because somehow it's a little bit open already. Looks like some of it just seeped through, but it still looks sealed, so that's interesting, but at least we can get a feel for the color. I don't know if you can see it, I just put it on my hand right here. I'm not trying to flip you off. So it blends into my skin really nicely, and now I've got that teal glitter all over the place. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad look whatsoever. So happy to have that. So again, it is Glow 01, and again, made in Canada. I'm so jazzed about that, I cannot tell you. And I have no idea why I'm putting it back in the box, but I'm putting it back in the box. Okay, I have one last product left, and I am blaming Laura May Beauty for this one. Here's the context. How often do you see a beauty YouTuber hit pan on a highlighter? The answer is never. And Lauren May Beauty hit pan on this highlighter. If you are already big on her and her channel, you would know exactly which one it is. It is, well, you've got the emblem on here as well. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in the Year of the Pig. So this one is as well, just like the other one I showed you earlier, is a limited edition highlighter. Now it's not, limited edition is not what gets me. It was the, well, the other one, yes, the rose color highlighter, because it's so different. And I have the rose quartz and it's just so different from that. I really was really interested in that color, and also the mini size is nice because it's really hard to get through highlighters. And here I say that and I've got a full size here. But this one was 32 Canadian before the discount. And here is what it looks like. I'm just going to try to get the plastic off. So this is what the highlighter looks like. And there's the embossed pig in the center. I have to say I don't care about that. What I cared about was the color and how much she loved it, and the fact that she hit pan. This is 7 grams of product. It's a lot of highlighter. We don't go crazy, we don't go ham on highlighter, so this is going to take a very, very long time to finish. But the fact that she hit pan, and she has so much product and she kept going back into this highlighter over and over and over again, it just told me that regardless of whether I hit pan or not, that there was a very, very high probability that I would like this highlighter, and that really was a deal closer for me. And the fact that I was able to get a full size, not that I cared that much about a full size, but a full size for under $30 Canadian, I was pretty jazzed about that. And this is probably the only full size highlighter I will ever have from Becca. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure. I think overall now I have six or seven Becca highlighters. I'm set for a long time. So now comes the big question. How much did I spend during the sale? I bought a total of 10 products. The total before discount, so they were all pretty much discounted, but the total before the sale, like the 20% event total, was $236 Canadian. On the screen, I'll put what it is in US for international purposes. With the discount, but before tax, and tax it just changes depending on where you live, so I won't bother with taxes, was $188.80 Canadian. And again, I'll have the US equivalents just because a lot of folks, depending where you live in the world, will make it mean more to you than Canadian prices. I did not want to spend more than $200. I did not spend $200. I spent $188.80. I'm very, very happy with that total. Now, before I go into the samples that I got along with these products, and this is only a portion of the samples, I didn't want to go through every single-use packet, but there are a couple that are pretty interesting. I think that you'll be interested in why I got them. I did place 2 other orders after the sale, and I want to be very clear on the fact that I purchased some things after the sale. Juice Beauty went on for, I think it was 60% off. And I love the green apple peel, full strength peel of Juice Beauty. I've started using that a number of months ago. I love it, and so I bought another one. And I also bought an eye balm. Again, I think it was 60% off from Juice Beauty. I like the brand, I like their products. And so I just jumped at it because an eye balm I do not have, and then the peel I know I have, I like it, I have one open, and now I have a backup, and I'm really, really happy about that. And the other product that I purchased that I have to fess up about is that it just came on sale. The Give Me More Lip set from Sephora came on. Instead of $50, it came on for $30. And in that kit, there is a full-size Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. Those are $42 Canadian, and I can get the full set for $30. What I'm planning on keeping is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Fenty, the Too Faced, and the Sephora lippy, because I really, really like the Sephora lip stains. So those are the ones I'm planning on keeping, and I've got some of the lip treatment side that are duplicates that I have in my collection, and I will be gifting those. So just to give you an idea of what I'm keeping. I do want to keep, I have to say, the Milk and the Incredible lip treatments, because I've never tried those. But when the full-size Charlotte Tilbury came on, and it is kind of on the mauvey side or mauve side, that's perfect for me. And I like the Charlotte Tilbury formula. So yeah, 30 bucks as opposed to 50 when only one of the products is 42. That was a very, very good value for me. And the number of brands in there that I want to try, the Too Faced and the Fenty, it just made sense for me to have one of each of those two brands in a bullet. And for the sake of transparency, let me just say exactly how much I paid for the Juice Beauty products. The eye balm was $40.40, and the green apple peel was $25.20. So for context, the green apple peel was regular $63 Canadian, and I got it for $25.20. So 63 down to $25.20 is a huge discount. And the Signal Peptides Firming Eye Balm is regularly $112, and I got it for $40.40. So as you can tell, it was a significant discount off for both of those. And like I said, I've tried Juice Beauty. I know I like the brand. The green apple peel will be a backup, and then the eye balm has great reviews for how few reviews there are, but they are great reviews. And I've never tried an eye balm, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to like it. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but at least if I'm wrong, I didn't pay 112 bucks. So there you go. All right, if you are still with me, you deserve a medal. I'm going to go through this very, very quickly. I picked up a few samples of the Stellar foundation because I wanted to try as many Stellar products as possible. So I've got the foundation, and I've got 3 different powders to try from the brand. I did try to pick up the foundation and the concealer, and they did not have my shades, so I had to skip on that. I also picked up a couple of the Tom Ford lipstick sets, and that's actually to give to friends, because not everybody gets a chance to try Tom Ford lipsticks, and I thought it was going to be something nice to just hand out just for fun anytime somebody comes over for a makeup play date, or that I meet up with somebody for coffee or something and I think that they would like it. It's just something nice to just hand out. And lastly, I picked up some of the samples from Rita Hazen. And Rita Hazen is the product I use for root touch-up. It's a crayon that I use just to cover up my roots on the front here. The funny thing is, most of my white hair is on the front, not on the top or back of my head. So I do cover up my grays with that pencil. It's like a big chubby pencil. Well, they have True Color shampoo and conditioner for color treated hair, and I managed to get 3 sets of these, so I'll have a fair chance of trying out the product. That's it. Apart from that, I picked up a couple of Wrinkle Warrior packets from Kate Somerville, and also a little bit of Alchemist, and that is everything that rounds out the samples that I picked up. Thank you so much for watching what it is that I got during the sale and the couple of things that I got afterwards. And the things I got afterwards I felt were important to mention, because the sale is not an end-all be-all. There's a lot that goes on from now until the end of the year and beyond that is far, far beyond a 20% discount, and a lot of very solid products. The Juice Beauty, an excellent line in my opinion. Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in a set for less than it would cost for a single one full price. Great value. So I'm really happy with what I've picked up so far during the sale, and also frankly right after. So yeah, the sale is not the end all and be all, and we don't have to lose our you know what just because we get a 20% discount. And with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. I hope some of the information that you received is of some use, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.